if I can count from 1 to 10, counting from 1 to 50, even to 100 or to 1000 is not a challenge, that is mathematics for you. The first secret to becoming a math genius is going back to the basics. Just like a building, foundation is everything in mathematics. Yes. If you struggle with the basics, you struggle with everything. Schools that do well in numeracy have a strong foundation in mental math from lower grade level. At lower grade level 3, you can find that most of the pupils have mastered their multiplication table at least from 1 to 12 times, including mental addition and subtraction, with even the slow learners among them doing the same in grade 4 first term. The Japanese are able to do this by making a good use of the abacus. Another salient point I want to raise here is, if you're challenged with junior high 3 algebra, you go back to junior high 1 algebra and build from there. Secondly, critical thinking. Critical thinking. One of the worst ways of studying mathematics can be to cram it as a set of rules. Always ask why. Illustration. Consider the problem x plus 7 equals to 10. Solving these, the first step is subtract 7 from both sides. So I have x plus 7 minus 7 is equals to 10 minus 7. X is equals to 3. By cramming the steps, subtract 7 from both sides, what I'm telling the brain is that anytime you come across an equation, just subtract 7 from both sides. This does not suffice, because if I come across an equation like x plus 12 is equals to 19, what comes to my mind will be to subtract 7 from both sides, which is not correct. This will give me x plus 12 minus 7 is equals to 19 minus 7. Wrong. But if I understand why I subtracted 7 from both sides, knowing that 7 was added to x to get 10 in the equation, x plus 7 equals to 10, to find x, I have to subtract what was added. Perfect. So when I come across an equation like x plus 12 equals to 19, the natural thing that comes to my mind will be to remove what was added. So what I will do is just x plus 12 equals to 19, x plus 12 minus 12 is equals to 19 minus 12, x equals to 7. Correct. So desist from cramming steps or cramming mathematics as a set of rules, but rather ask why, know why each step was taken. By doing so, you'll be able to have good line of thought to attack any future problems. Another thing I would like to say on critical thinking is that students should always explain their answers. You don't just say your answer. Teachers should ensure that students explain their answers, how they arrived at their answers, because as mathematicians, we don't just celebrate the answer, but the line of reasoning that gave birth to the answer. Thirdly, the third secret to being a math genius is practice. The old adage that says practice makes perfect seems to be more true in math than any other endeavor, because in math, the more problem you solve, the better you become. Practice does two things for you. As a growing mathematician, practice does two things for you. Number one, it patterns or configures your mind for mathematical exploit. There is nothing like a mathematical brain. All mathematicians, all great mathematicians grew from practice. Secondly, practice brings about mastery. Since what we do basically in math is applying what we know to solve problems and gain new knowledge, for us to apply these concepts, we must master them. How do we achieve this? Practice. We can't apply what we have not mastered. So before you say you're done topic or you're good with any topic, you should be able to solve at least 30 questions on that concept. I mean 30, not 3 or 4. You can't just do 3 or 4 questions and you say in addition and subtraction of fraction, you say I'm through with addition and subtraction of fraction. I'm done with addition and subtraction of fraction. No. 25, 30 questions at least will give you a good footing. On this point, on practice. As I would like to emphasize that as budding mathematicians, please create time to solve math problems on a daily basis. It can be 30 minutes, it can be 45 minutes, it can be 1 hour, but let it be consistent. Finally, the last secret to being a math genius that I would like to talk about is persistence. Just like Albert Einstein, the most influential scientist of the 21st century, puts it, he said that it's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I know how to hang out with problems longer. Staying with problems does something to the mind. It stretches the mind and builds your mental capacity. Math is not for quitters. Some problems can be solved in minutes, some may take hours, others may even keep you on a vigil. But whatever be the case, don't quit. Take a break, do something else and go back to it. That patience and perseverance is the real ingredient that makes you a mathematician. Will you make mistakes? Yes. Mistakes are part of the learning process. Teachers should please allow students time to reason out things on their own, because one mathematical fact or truth reasoned out by a student is more than 10 is told or made to believe. As you persist, time will come that you just look at a problem and you say the answer accurately. But this will not come until you've made countless mistakes as you learn. It's Maswizi again, trying to offer some tips on how to become a math genius. Good hanging out with you. Thank you for your patience. If you find this information helpful, like, share, and subscribe.